Hi guys, for today's class we are going to be talking about writing paragraphs. And writing paragraphs is not as simple as some may think. Like when I went to college, I thought writing paragraphs was just 8 to 10 sentences, looked good, thought I did my due diligence, looked like it was long enough. That was sort of my test. Is this long enough? Yes. I'm going to hit hard return and start the next paragraph. Whether or not I was done talking about what I was talking about or whatnot. And more often than not, I was getting comments on my paper like, does this really belong here? Or shouldn't this be in another part of your paper? What I lacked was organization and structure. And that was because when I went through elementary school and middle school and high school, I'm not sure I was really paying attention to those fundamental basic things that my English teachers were trying to tell me. I don't know why I wasn't picking up on it, because I really was good at English. I really was good in those classes, or so they told me, or so my grades told me, until I went to college and I started writing at the college level. Thank goodness I ended up with an English and comparative literature degree, and then ultimately I went to law school, and I have been teaching either law classes or English classes for the last 17 years. So I'd like to share some of the things that I have learned that students, some mistakes that they've made and some things that they've needed to know or should have known before they got to college. And I don't care what level you're at when you're watching this video, this is going to be helpful for you. You could even be one of those middle schoolers right now, and you are going to get way ahead of the game, because there are an awful lot of people in college right now watching this video going, huh, I missed that when I was in middle school. So let's get started. Okay, so every paragraph has some things in it that are really important to keep you organized and to make sure that your structure is right there and that the reader can follow you, because really writing is all about communication and getting your point across. So every paragraph is going to have a topic sentence. That topic sentence is going to have a main idea, usually one main idea, and it's going to have a general direction. Where are you going with this paragraph? Why are we talking about this thing right now? And you're going to have about 3 to 4 support sentences. Now, obviously in a more complex topic with more complex ideas, you're going to have a little bit more of a longer support system here. But we're talking about a very basic paragraph. That's what we're going to talk about today. I just want to give you those basic fundamental skills, not to insult your intelligence, but I don't think I really need to go in depth on a big long paragraph thing here that you're writing for some thesis or something, right? Okay, I think we just need to go for some basics. And every standalone paragraph is going to have a conclusion sentence that sort of wraps it up, that says, hey, to the reader, this writing is done. It is complete. I don't have any more questions about this. I know that the author is done talking. That's what the conclusion sentence does. It wraps it up. Now, most paragraphs do not stand alone. They are not living on their own somewhere. A lot of times paragraphs in the real world, standalone paragraphs, where are they? They're in letters, they're in brochures, they are in short documents. Most paragraphs live in much longer documents, and I will have another video on the 5-paragraph essay format, and that's where those we'll have these paragraphs living in those. But those paragraphs will have something called a transition sentence. It will also wrap up sort of what the person is talking about. The bigger conclusion would come at the end of that longer document. But a transition from that idea that you're talking about in that paragraph to ease the reader into the next subject, so they're not shocked, like, why are you talking about this now? You were just talking about tequila. Why are we talking about grapes? I don't know, where did this come from? Stop it. You need to ease them into it. You say, sometimes when I drink tequila, I like to put grapes in my ears. So let's start talking about grapes. You see how we can ease somebody into that? Maybe that was still weird. I'm not too sure. I'm not saying I do that. Don't get any ideas. All right, so let's practice writing paragraphs. Okay? Now, writing paragraphs. Topic sentence. Now, you know what I want to write about today? I want to write about morning people, because when you write, you can write about fiction, and I want to write about my general direction, because my main idea is going to be morning people. My general direction is going to be how I like morning people. And if you're a morning person, I apologize. This may be offensive to you, this next part. Because some of it may have some sarcasm. Okay, so a very basic topic sentence is going to look something like this, okay? Now remember, I like these morning people that we're talking about right now. I like morning people. Look at that. I like morning people. How about that? Yes, it's a lie. It is a dead lie. But that is an example of an extremely simple topic sentence. It has a main idea, which is morning people, and has a general direction of where I'm going with this paragraph. Now, very important, the next 3 to 4 sentences are going to be support sentences. They are going to be about why I like morning people. Now, if the very next sentence was, they are annoying and stupid. They are annoying and stupid. What is wrong with that sentence? Well, you want to know what's wrong with that sentence. Well, it's true. Well, maybe not the stupid part. I don't like to call anybody stupid. They are annoying and stupid. That does not belong in a paragraph whose general direction says that you like these people. This belongs in a paragraph that says, I hate morning people. Oh, we put this in the wrong paragraph. Let's get this out. Get out. Get out. Get out. Get out. No, no, no. It has to be about why we like you. Let's come up with 3 to 4 reasons. Oh, 3 reasons why. This is very hard for me. I like morning people. They are so cheery. Cheery. As though that's a good thing. So early. But yes, that would seem to support not just the idea of morning people, because we're saying they, but it also supports a reason why someone might like these people. Okay, so I like morning people. They are so cheery, right? Their wonderful attitudes brighten each day with joy. So true, right? So true. Their wonderful attitudes brighten each day with joy. Again, another sentence that talks about our main idea, which is morning people, and it supports this idea that we like them, right? So, their wonderful attitudes brighten each day with joy. I love them so much. Not to mention, they get so much done. Before anyone else even wakes up. And they love to tell us about it, right? They get so much done. I got so much done while you were sleeping. I did so much. I ran a 5K. Not to mention, they get so much done before anyone else even wakes up. Now, that might be the tone. Might be a little bit off, but we're going to leave it. It does talk about morning people. It talks about why some people might enjoy this hard-working nature of these early morning people. Now, we've done 3 support sentences. Now, let's get a conclusion. Let's make this a standalone sentence. Let's make this really wrap it up. Let's wrap it up. Okay. Now, what I like to do is I like to take it up a notch. I like to say to the reader, reader, I'm done. I don't want to leave you with any questions. I want you to know for sure that I'm done talking. So I like to leave it like this. In fact, I like morning people so much, I think I'll marry one. Ha ha ha! Exclamation exclamation point. Wouldn't that be wonderful? Yes. In fact, I like morning people so much, I think I'll marry one. Now, what that does is that tells the reader that I am done talking. I have come to some sort of a conclusion in this paragraph. I've reached a conclusion and I'm sharing it with you. Okay? That's how it wraps it up. Okay? Now, did you notice how I repeated my topic sentence? I like morning people. It's right in there. That is one way you can sum up your paragraph, is to actually repeat. You don't have to repeat it verbatim like I did here. It's just, this is a very simplistic paragraph. You can see I fit it in this little tiny space. Now, if we were transitioning this liking morning people paragraph into liking people who exercise a lot, also charmers, people who exercise a lot, you could say something like, instead of, in fact, I like morning people so much, I think I'll marry one, you could say something like, morning people are so great, comma, they remind me of my athletic friends, period. And that brings in the idea of athletic people. And your very next paragraph, you could end that paragraph, and your very next paragraph could be, I love athletic people. See where I'm going with this? You could have transitioned then. It's not such a shock that the very next paragraph is going to be talking about athletic people. So I really hope that I have helped you working on paragraphs, writing paragraphs. Just a little bit of tidbit, just a very short little lesson on these things. So if you have any questions or anything, just leave them in the comments. And I hope that you subscribe, and I hope you like it.